I am honored to be the first CEO of a private corporation to become a member of the United Nations Security Council. Unfortunately, my appearance today has been clouded by a flurry of speculation that my company is developing a weapon of mass destruction which would be capable of targeting specific ethnic groups. I want to address these allegations head on. Are we developing such a weapon? No, we are not. Because we've already developed it. But with all due respect, the United Nations is a relic from a different time when nations were unique in their ability to solve the world's problems. But that just isn't the case anymore. Primarily because you have outsourced the job to me. I have sent people to die in your wars. So I feel uniquely qualified to tell you, your wars don't work. Which is why my priorities have changed from profits to policy. Because politicians don't know how to solve problems. But I do. So let's be clear. I am here to solve the world's problems. And I believe the world's problems begin with you.
While I don't claim to be a fan of the franchise, after playing through the latest Call of Duty game, I came to a certain conclusion. This game is scary once you really think about it. Set in the year 2054, it seems as though it's only the tech that takes on a futuristic look at warfare. With the question of a private military's role in combat, are we really safe in the hands of mercenaries? So the first question I had was, how long have we used mercenary forces in warfare? The answer may surprise you. Early recorded use of foreign forces date back to ancient Egypt in the 13th century BC, when Pharaoh Ramses II used 11,000 mercenaries during his battles. A long-established foreign cooperation in the Egyptian forces were the Medjay, a generic term given to tribal scouts and light infantry recruited from Nubia serving from the late period of the Old Kingdom to that of the New Kingdom. The more you know, right? So the use of a hired military has been around almost as long as the conflicts they've been used for. So that's the history of mercenaries in real life, but what about video games? How long have video games used mercenaries and private militaries? Surprise! Private militaries have been in gaming dating back to the PlayStation days of Metal Gear Solid, Suikoden 1 and 2, Xenogears, and Final Fantasy VII, but even before that, in a not-so-realistic twist on things, classics like Sonic the Hedgehog, Mario Brothers, Contra, and even Mega Man use PMC themes in their games. I know it's something we haven't thought of, Wily, Bowser, and Robotnik as military leaders hell-bent on taking over the world, but when you really think about it, they share the same traits as PMC armies. They own an army controlled by no country, and they answer to no government. Who's to say Wily or Robotnik couldn't be bought for a lump sum of money? Next, I wanted to know how much a soldier for hire would cost. Although I didn't get an exact figure, it's estimated on average a soldier hired from Blackwater receives a whopping $1,222 for a day of service. If you were to guess that one Blackwater soldier could fight 4 soldiers of the country they were fighting, saying the country was China, you'd still need 571,250 soldiers, paying them each $1,222 a day. A day of service would then cost you $698,067,500 a day. Not even Bill Gates could afford that for over 4 months. So to think the world could be bought with enough manpower, it's more than a little far-fetched. Furthermore, the technology may be a little out of reach at the moment, but I want you to see this. This is a real-life exosuit that has been in development for 6 years now. Although it's not combat ready, it's definitely showing the advancement in technology is amazing. It's not far to think that in 40 years grenades will be able to travel to whoever you wanted to blow up, and telling you where they are behind walls, or even turning us invisible for missions. The future holds infinite possibilities, so here's to hoping for something a little more peaceful than World War III. In conclusion, as scary as this situation can look, the reality is far less terrifying. Though in a few decades we could see warfare being fought primarily by PMCs, it's not possible for a man or corporation to buy enough manpower to fight the world. Even if someone could, no one has enough to keep that kind of manpower forever. A hostile takeover wouldn't last very long. Take my opinions at what they are, and please enjoy the story for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I'm Frank Wack, and I'll see you next time. I'd like to take a moment to thank our veterans for their service. If not for you guys, I wouldn't have the freedom to do what I do.